Official server patch recap, buffs, nerfs, and talent changes. Are we ready, chat?
New talent effects, hero adjustments, and stronger lore. Hey guys, what's up? The latest official server update is here, bringing tons of buffs, nerfs, and battlefield adjustments. Here's a quick recap on everything you need to know in this patch. First up are the buffed heroes. Brody is getting a smoother experience with reduced backspeed on his first and second skills.
That's super nice,
this means
actually.
he can follow up with another attack
He'll be much better with this.
Expect his damage output to feel more fluid, especially when combining skills and basic attacks.
I think that's why he was bad.
Is getting a major sustain boost. Now all damage dealt will be converted to HP after his ultimate ends. On the old version, only the damage to heroes are counted. But now everything is included. This makes him way harder to take down, especially in chaotic fights.
So, so this would just make Argus mains just more spammy.
Farsa's passive triggered too slowly in the late game, so now her ultimate will reduce the cooldown of her passive skill by 1 second per level. Plus,
hold on, I didn't see that. Hold on.
Farsa's passive triggered too slowly in the late game, so now her ultimate will reduce the cooldown of her passive skill by 1 second per level. Plus, enemies marked with skill 1 will have their positions revealed.
Okay,
and
that's
finally,
nice.
Her special skill will give her even higher movement speed. Farsa just got deadlier. Minotaur was feeling a little too clunky, so his first skill now has an increased dash distance.
Oh, that's nice.
This should help him land his skills and
that's nice.
More
What's good, bro? Moment.
Finally, some love for Mino mains. Chip's teleport
Argus is good now.
Way better.
Shit,
now
I don't believe it.
Now you can teleport from anywhere without stepping on a portal. As long as you're out of battle for 5 seconds, you can zip across the map. This opens up some crazy plays. Can't wait to see what players do with it.
My guy Chip is the best now. Again, what? Holy shit, okay.
Akai's ultimate now has a shorter cooldown and higher damage.
Oh my god, Akai getting buffed as well. This is this is my season, chat.
Johnson's second skill now reduces enemy magic defense by up to 30%. On
top
of
nice.
That, the damage and slow effects are stronger. He's now more useful in team
what's good, Beck?
fights
How are you, bro? Long time no see. Yo, I'm so happy you're here, bro.
Natalia gets a shorter cooldown on her skill 1 and ultimate.
Oh my god, they're buffing every Roma. That's so good.
This was made to compensate for the
For the guys that don't know, I'm Rome main.
I'll show later. Eudora's skill 1 and 2 now cost less mana, and the devs confirmed she'll get a revamp in the future.
She need a revamp,
It's finally time for Eudora to shine. Now let's check out the nerf section. Badang skill 1 range is shortened. Meanwhile, skill 2 has a longer cooldown and a shorter dash distance. This should make his presence less oppressive.
Yo, is Badang still good or what with this nerf?
But don't count him out yet. Zushin's second skill now costs more mana, but in return, the damage is slightly higher. Her passive's max stacks are reduced to 15, which means you'll have to pause more often when using her second skill.
Yeah, I did notice she was nerfed yesterday.
Mana region per stack is up by
but damage
1%.
was up. I did realize that too.
200 more base HP. Is it enough to move her out of the ban section?
I think Suchin's still
Julian has
missing.
officially shifted his role from a fighter to an assassin. This means he only gets half of the hybrid defense from Rose Gold Meteor's unique passive.
Badang is strong. Okay. That Thunderbird stack holding up. Okay.
He's still good. Hanzo's ultimate now costs more energy per
fuck
second,
Hanzo. I don't like this guy.
Shorter. To compensate, he regains 20 energy when his enhanced second skill hits an enemy. So if you're up against Hanzo,
I'm not at all interested in knowing about Hanzo for real.
To shorten his ultimate duration. In exchange, his ultimate cooldown is now down to 12 seconds in the late game. Melissa's movement speed is down from 248 to 240, probably because most players don't upgrade her boots. Her skill 2's damage transfer ratio is 20% lower in the late game, but as a trade-off, the cooldown is 1 second shorter. Slight nerfs, but she's still a solid pick. Mia's passive damage is reduced by 10%, targeting her mid to late game power, less burst and more balance. Hayabusa can easily kill a squishy hero in the late game.
So is Melissa still meta?
Without using any stacks. To fix this, his ultimate damage is now lower by 10% attack scaling. In return, the damage from his stacks is now higher. This forces Hayabusa players to stop up before hunting squishy targets.
Okay, so Hayabusa need the stacks to kill now. Och vad ska komma till grej?
Adjusted heroes. The dev said Beatrix's grenade launcher was too strong, so they've nerfed its basic attack damage. But to balance things out, her submachine gun and shotgun's damage are now higher, and her shotgun ultimate cooldown is cut in half in the
I don't
late
understand
game, from
Pitfix
24
anyways.
down to 12 seconds.
I never tried
Expect
it.
some diversity in her weapon choices. Lucas's ultimate loses its aftershock damage, but in return, the base damage is now higher. Plus, the
that's good.
explosion now hits all enemies in range
That's good.
instead of just the first target. This
That
should make
makes
his
sense.
damage more consistent.
Yo, but it was so weird. It was so weird that this guy Lucas ulti. It was such a big like blast kinda, and it did no damage. It was so
Are the
you know what I
battlefield
mean.
adjustments. The talent killing spree will now activate when dealing damage to a
Oh,
hero
that's good.
with
Comment
30%
again.
below HP. That means you don't have to actually kill an enemy to activate the heal and movement speed. However, there's now a cooldown of 30 seconds.
So hold on, I didn't see that. Sorry. After dealing damage to a hero. Ah, okay.
% below HP.
That's
That
nice.
means you don't have to actually kill an enemy to activate the heal and movement speed. However, there's now a cooldown of 30 seconds. To reset the cooldown, you'll have to kill an enemy hero. So you
okay.
get to activate it earlier, unlike before, where it only triggers after getting a kill.
Oh, this seems nice.
Temporal range duration now extends by 2 seconds when you get a kill or assist. More uptime, more impact.
Oh my god.
Focusing
Okay.
Mark now gives 10% movement speed buff when activated. It lasts for 3 seconds with only a 4-second cooldown. That means you can keep the movement speed
Oh,
almost
that's
all
super
the time
nice.
as long as you keep hitting an enemy hero.
That's super
Pull
nice.
yourself together now reduces battle spell cooldown by 12% instead of 15%. But now you can stack it up to 8 times
Oh,
when you
what's
get
good?
kills or assists. That means you get a potential 20% cooldown reduction on spells and active items. Good news for Flicker users. Tenacity
Oh my god,
now
that's so
gives
nice for me,
5% damage
actually.
reduction instead of 15 hybrid defense. A shift from defense to damage mitigation. Firmness now grants an extra 2 hybrid defense. Small but useful. Inspire now gives 5% cooldown reduction and an extra +2 mana regen. More mana for spell-hungry heroes.
Oh, that's nice.
The Lord will now only evolve at the 18-minute mark, skipping the 12-minute evolution. All the Summon Lords will
Okay.
have the ability to charge towers, including the early ones. Also, the tower's explosive defense now deals damage to the Lord, making it harder for games to end early. Dire Hit no longer
Annoying.
gives extra damage. Instead, if a
No, they changed my tire hit, bruh. Oh
Dire
my
Hit
god.
no longer gives extra damage. Instead, if a roamer applies CC to an enemy, they get marked for 3 seconds and take extra damage from allies. If you're a Natalia roamer, time to change your roaming boots.
Fuck.
Wind of Nature
Now my Kufra won't work, bro. With my tire hit. That's annoying.
First unique passive, Wind Chant, now has a longer cooldown, from 70 to 90 seconds. A big hit for our marksman players.
Yes, that's
Rose
good.
Gold Meteor now costs 210 more gold. The devs felt it offered too many benefits, so they had to balance it by increasing its price. The defensive skill of towers can now knock back minions and heroes.
This is annoying, actually. I tried it. I saw
The
that
dev
yesterday.
said marksmen on gold lanes are farming too quickly. To fix it, siege minions on the gold lane will have a minus 5% gold. Meanwhile, gold crabs will also have lower rewards. And that's everything in this official server update. We've got big changes on the Lord, talents, and gold lane. So which heroes do you think will dominate after this patch? Let me know in the comments.